Hi everyone, welcome to round 3. We're up against Dragon 7K, who plays sometimes Delver, sometimes Walls. Don't really know. Let's see what they're on. Boros Monarch? Okay. Or Affinity. Let's see. It's probably... Okay, looks like probably Monarch. So that means I want to hold up a Prohibit for the Skyfisher. And then next turn play Faithful and hold up another Prohibit. It's very important to not let them play birds. They got one down. Okay, that's a Draven. That's not too bad. Draw a Stonehorn. Might be helpful. Then next turn, I think I'll play the Seagate Oracle. Oh, they're really relying on that Prism. If they play another Hawk, no. I would block and then counter the... Okay, I'm going to just fetch a island. And then I'll prohibit another bird. If they play a... That's fine. I don't think that it's that big of a deal right now. I would have liked to not have the Faithful die, but it's more important to have them not have card creatures. So you get our goal, see what we see. Sunscape's great. I'll put back the Prohibit. If he wants to kill the Seeding Oracle, that's fine. Definitely just trying to get rid of all these Skyfishers. So if they can't cantrip, they can't win the game, and they don't have any pressure. This opens us up to a Bajuka Bog, but I'd rather have them bog my Deep Analysis than have them kill my Sunscape at this point. I'm going to prohibit the whatever tries to kill the Sunscape. And then I can play Archaeomancer and get back Prohibit. I've got the game decently locked up here. I would like to just jam an Ephemerate at the end of their turn, but I don't think I want to do that unless they tap out. They might just play a land and kill my Archaeomancer. Just played a land. Not bad. I think I'll draw with the Deep Analysis. Okay. Rainstorm. Here I'll put back the Stonehorn. And snap, I guess. Get a Plains. And I'll go grab my Prohibit. Sitting back. Make sure to counter all their stuff. I've got one land in hand, 2 unknowns. Archaeomancer is making the game pretty simple from my end, because all I have to do is just make them not do stuff. I'll evoke the Mole Drifter and then ephemerate it. I don't think I want the Godfarer's Faithful back just yet, so I will just run a Preordain out. Don't want the land here. Take a snap though. And now I have to discard, so I'll discard the Preordain. I'm going to be drawing a ton of cards. Fine. So, I think in this instance, I'll just, since I have to, well, I'll let them get their birds down and then tap out to counter their Skyfisher, probably. Whatever one comes down, that's the Skyfisher. It's nice for him that he had the Reaping the Graves main. Again, I didn't say this before, but Boros Monarch is like a super grindy matchup, and we have to be really careful to play as fast as possible. There's a Hawk. Hawk! At this point, maybe I do want the Faithful back. Counter that. Okay, so we might be able to win. I don't know. Green's getting a little cluttered here. Really looking for a familiar. Island. Get rid of the island. Trying to think about if I want to do anything. I guess not. I'll have to discard some cards. 3 cards. Discard one of the snaps. I think I'll block and ephemerate one of my Mole Drifters. Ephemerate it now, I guess. Okay, so this gives me access to my one Sunscape. So if I get another Sunscape, the game is over. Focus on time. They're not very likely to scoop to the combo like Tyson was. That's the journey. Play this. Get back Prohibit. Book the Drifter and draw some cards. Okay, there's my familiar. All I have to do is snap that. Play fam. Now I can actually go infinite snaps to untap some lands. So here I'm putting the snaps on top, and then I'll flicker the Drifter a couple times to draw the snaps. And then that lets me have enough open mana to be able to deal with whatever interaction he has. Snap that. Tap on tap. Snap that. Tap on tap. Sagro. Seems like it doesn't have anything. But we'll see. Scooping. Alright, cool. So that's great that we have almost 18 minutes left after game one. I think I don't need the Stonehorns. I can get by without them. I want the remove soul. I want the negates. I want the Nature's Chant. That's a lot to bring in. Definitely want the Echoing Truth. So he's going to be a bit aggressive game 2, so I have to be kind of aware of that, which makes me want to take out, well, he's going to be on the play, right? So maybe just take out one Deep Analysis, one Snap, and then have these that can counter their birds. I'm trying to think about how many counter spells I want. 1, 2, 3, 4. It's really important to be able to counterspell the Monarch card. But if things don't go very well game 2, we can just bail. I'm going to take out the one Faithful and a Negate. So I have 3, 4, 5. I have 5 ways to deal with a blast, and I have 4 ways to deal with their birds. Hopefully that works. I know the Seagate Oracles aren't super good. Can't really block anything, so I'll just kind of hedge and go 3 Oracle, 3 Deep Analysis. I want to keep this hand because the remove soul, but I don't have any card draw or anything else going on, so I'm going to ship it. This hand is great if I had a couple white blue sources, but I don't. Alright, so this hand is really good. We're gonna get rid of this card and get rid of I guess the Sanctuary. We can't stop a... Okay. I was gonna say, like, I can't stop a turn 3 bird, but now I can. So there's a high likelihood they're gonna try to play the Monarch next turn. Brainstorm. See if I see anything I want. Put the one Chancery on top. Chancery Truth, I guess. Chancery get pick up Island. So if he does play the Monarch, I can just snap it and play Muldrifter. Did not play that, so he's going to be cycling and then maybe playing a bird. No birds. I'll pass. Soon I'll have like Drifter, Snap, Drifter, even without a familiar, to do a bunch of drawing. And then once I get my Drifter out, I can play another Drifter and evoke both, or do both of them. I have to be aware that sometimes they play Okiba Gang Shinobi post board. As a card. He's ahead on cards right now, but we have like 1, 2, 3, 4. Got quite a bit of card draw in hand, and if he does try to Okiba me, it's not a big deal. Okay, it's kind of expected. Ornament's not super good. You have a negate. I have six mana. I can snap this and then play Muldrifter and have negate. Beardane. Okay, this is good. Good cards. Unfortunately, that means I'm not going to be cycling my Ash Barrens, but I'm able to get an island next turn and then do Drifter, Snap Drifters, and then flicker the Drifters. I'll negate that. Does that matter? Well, if I negate it here, he'll probably use a Pyro. And that can make him use his man on his turn, because it didn't use a Pyro. Goes for the Vial. Oh, they're looking for a land, I guess? Kills the Drifter. Plays Skyfisher. Okay, so it's time to go off. Going to evoke the Drifter, snap it. Evoke the Drifter again. Flicker, Drifter, and Island. And now we have Echoing Truth, Counterspell, and Negate. That's pretty good. I'm gonna negate it anyway. Oop. All right. Laser Glint Hawk. So now I'm a little bit nervous about my life total. They start attacking me. Can't profitably block a Skyfisher. I'm gonna hold and not do anything unless he does something that's going to really severely interrupt me, like attack my Sunscape Familiar. I want to use the Sanctuary to get back the Flicker, and then I can start having basically infinite blocks. He decided not to attack with a Skyfisher here because I can double block the Skyfisher, and it's more worth it to him to keep that alive. Faithful is good. I'm not going to play it out just yet. I guess let's see, 1, 1, 2, 3. That's 4, and then I can Flicker, start gaining some life. Sure. Kind of make the attack steps moot. Now I will hold. Draws with Ornament. That's not that big of a deal because we're already, 6 cards ahead. Take 2. I'm gonna block and then Flicker because I'm afraid that he's having, he's like putting a bunch of Gal Blast in his hand, and he can like kill me from 12. If he decides to kill the Drifter, that's not a big deal. I won't counterspell that. Four cards in hand. So now, if you're uninterrupted, we win. Let's see if we can find a counterspell. And this is the point where, comboing is really frustrating because, okay, we can snap Arcane-Mancer, get negate. Sunscape Familiar. Get the snap. Get the negate. I'm maybe a little greedy here in not playing out an island, but it didn't seem like he had interaction. So now we can just start drawing in the deck. So my next step is, once I get the snap, I'm going to snap the Faithful so that it's going to take me a lot less time to combo. I have 2 negates for their interaction. It's very small on the screen right now. I could have a problem if, okay. Yeah, so the only thing that could have interrupted me there would be maybe a Fairy Macabre, but it seems very unlikely for Boros Monarch to be playing that, so I guess that's the match. And we will see you in the next round. Thanks for watching.